Hello again. Here I am on the trail to Blandford. Remember, this is where we take the silent journey. So, I've got an idea. Let's get out in the great outdoors. Let's go. Shh, it's the silent journey. Look, I was going to jump the raging river, but it dried up. There is no raging river. And there's poison ivy in there too now. But things have changed since we've been here last. Look at this. All this new growth. They've come through last week and they mowed it for us. That's really nice. So here we are heading towards the bird feeder. Shh. Mr. Peterson, quiet. It's a silent journey. Okay. Wow, I just love this spot under the giant white pines. Look at this beautiful tree, eastern white pine. It can grow to become the largest tree in Michigan. Some of the record white pines have been over 200 feet tall. Can you imagine that? Wow. I love this. Hey friends, one thing I love to do when I'm underneath these giant white pines is I love to pick up some of the needles that have fallen and stand with both feet planted firmly on the ground. And I like to hold them up to my nose. And I like to just close my eyes and take a couple deep breaths and just smell the aroma of that white pine. Sometimes just taking deep breaths like that can really help you to relieve stress and just to feel calmer. But in addition, the chemicals that you're smelling from these white pines and especially other conifers, trees that have needles and cones, is really good for you. Science is finding out there's chemicals in pine trees and fir and spruce trees that are good for you to breathe in. They help to relieve stress and they help you in a lot of different health ways. So try breathing deep and smelling the beautiful aroma of pine needles. Give it a try. So here's the trail to Blandford and here's the vernal pond. But what happened to it? It's not much of a pond anymore. It dried up. Many times, ponds like this vernal pond, they're only here in spring, fall, and then in winter. And then in summer, they totally dry up. There are many plants and animals that have adapted to living in these vernal pond conditions. So it doesn't look much like a pond now, but just wait till springtime and it'll be filled with water again. Remember when we were here on video last spring? There were wood frogs singing here at this pond. There were so many aquatic species here, turtles, ducks. So it's pretty amazing to watch these changes happen. These vernal ponds usually dry up in the summer. Cool. Wow, be careful friends when you're out in the great outdoors. Poison ivy can grow from the ground as a plant, or it can grow up a tree on a vine like this. Look at how big the leaves can get. Those are poison ivy leaves also. So this vine can cause that itchy rash even if you just touch the vine itself. So be careful of poison ivy as a vine or as a plant just growing out of the ground. Hey friends, what differences are you noticing right away? As we leave the forest and we enter the meadow, did you notice all the sunshine? Wow, it makes a big difference. There are no trees in this big meadow, so there's a lot of sunshine. Look at the biodiversity of plants here. Wow. A meadow is a different ecosystem than a forest. A meadow with Joe Pye weed is good habitat for monarch butterflies. Look at that monarch getting nectar from that Joe Pye weed. Here are three of my friends together. Here's goldenrod, ironweed, and my friend Joe. Joe Pye weed. Wow. Meadows are beautiful this time of the year. Here's a cool meadow flower that's white. And it looks like the stem kind of goes right through the leaves, doesn't it? This one's called boneset. Hello, boneset. Beautiful wildflower of meadows this time of the year. I walked through the meadow and now I'm walking up to where the Frontier Cabin used to be. Have you noticed they've moved the Frontier Cabin? We'll go look for the new spot where they relocated it. Here's the parking lot, the visitor center. Good old Blandford Nature Center. I love this place. Well, 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 what do we have here? Looks like the Frontier cabin has been moved and they've made some additions. Wow, this will be cool. It's right by the sugar house now. I'd love to come out here and see this. If you can't get out here, wait till fall and maybe we'll be back to school and face-to-face classes. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. They use the same old logs and they're putting on a porch and adding some new things to it. Right by the sugar house. Cool. Careful, we're going down this hill to Brandywine Creek. Don't slip. Careful. Oh, slippery, careful. Don't fall. Check this out. Beautiful, beautiful Brandywine Creek. We're down here on the bridge. And look what I see right here. What is that? Look at that frog. Oh, look. It's a green frog. There are many of them here. Look how water provides a good habitat for many animals like frogs. Wow, the beauty of nature is all around us. Look at that. Well, students, our ELAB hike is coming to an end. We're passing by some of the shelters that Mr. Geary's class had built last year. Still standing. Coming up to the empty bird feeder. And then I'm heading home. It's been great being out here with you. I love nature.